kickoff for Kansas City.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Cowan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cowan slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On play action is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Off play action. Cowan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Washington.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Chiefs nothing. Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Number 81.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Chiefs nothing.
Second and 11.
55, Mike, 55. Don't get nervous. Mike, 55. Right there.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll try to run with Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and this time he is in. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Cowan slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Washington.
Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Jones, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Ronald Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
14, Chiefs 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Mecole Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Batson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to Cameron Batson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The pass
pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
14.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Oh, shit.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Off play action. Cowan.
Oh, what the?
It's intercepted.
The fuck?
By Juan Thornhill. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. And
Son of a bitch.
Into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cameron Batson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Next the score, Chiefs 17.
Too much.
Washington 14.
I'm trying to do too much.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
Oh, you gonna call timeout?
I mean, it might as well be even going into the half.
Really?
That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a
Stupid.
mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Cowan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. This is Jones. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues
That's
to
what he
tick
said.
down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
11 yards. It's now 4th down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Are you
Chiefs
all right?
have the lead and set to receive the football.
Are you all right?
And that one
Where
will
you at?
bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start
Right.
here at the 25.
You not coming home? All right. Okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some
Echoing?
adjustments.
28 yards the gain
All right.
there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Yellow, yellow. On the line. 56.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis
You
Kelce.
were doing better?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they
Well,
gave
we'll
up
talk
the
when you get
completion.
home.
But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Defensively, they were all
I
over
told
that
you,
one.
no
He
matter
decided to
what.
keep
What did
it.
I say?
There were a lot of eyes just darted on
She's
him.
gonna always make you look
Progressions properly there. I think maybe
bad.
he really wanted
She
to run
wants
with
you
the
to look
football.
bad. That's all it
Turned out
is,
not
Trace.
to
I
be
keep
the
telling
correct
you that.
decision.
And great special teams work here. This
There's
is
nothing you
knocking
can
on the door of
do.
the
Say
five.
you wasn't.
Spotted at the
Just say you
6
wasn't
yard
talking
line.
about her. That's all
Someone's gonna be
all
happy
you gotta
with
say.
that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football.
Yeah, I
there,
understand
checking
that,
up
but-
nicely. Good English on that punt.
That's the way she go feel.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup
But
of
she's gonna feel the way she does, Tracy, no matter what.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself,
but she's gonna feel the way she does.
Them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there,
I just
first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Yep. Haven't I always said that? Nothing you can do about it, Tracy. You gotta just maintain it to the end of the year.
Off play action. Cowan. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
This is about the best I can say. Okay.
Looking to throw. Cowan. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. the fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cowan. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Cowan. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys... will get the football back.
Recovered by the Chiefs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
For Kansas City.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on first down. Hines fighting him off. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
For the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Hardman on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, nigga. Let's go.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes forced out to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be met at
Call
the
it
line
time
of
out,
scrimmage
baby.
and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He's back to throw. That's complete to Hines.
Let's go.
The backfield.
Let's go. Call it timeout, baby. I'm playing
Now
defense.
use the last of their timeouts.
Let's go.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
57's the mark. Mark 57.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They stay on the ground against Giants. And he's across for the
fucking pushing fucking run commit, and they don't fucking run commit.
That one should just about put a capper on this game.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1, to get yourself in position, for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range.
What?
Or you have to try another deep
Why does he
pass and
slow
never hit him.
down?
But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Washington,
Who is that?
the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week.
What's up?
For a date with the Seattle Seahawks.